It's your host with the most. The rap is way more dapper. The only guy that flies the most high. It's your boy, Marco, the guy. And this is PlanetKhemical. We're in the whole wrong. We in the whole wrong shit, man. We are not playing Fortnite today, guys. It is First Things First Friday, and we are here with a couple cool. I don't even remember how to do. Oh, I'm not logged in. We've got a couple cool videos for you today. We're going to be looking at the DDG cameraman situation. Apparently, Asmongold got banded. What am I talking about? Banned from Twitch. So we're going to take a little look at that. I have no idea what's going on there. And now that we're in just chatting. Oh. And we've got some Sneeko situations. So this is a crazy video. 3 videos for y'all. DDG, Asmongold, Sneeko, 1 video. It's like the weirdest thing ever. But we're going to get through that. And once we're through that, we're going to do what to do. I think my brother's here. Matthew? Here. Okay. Let's, boom, yurt. Harry.
Yo, what's up?
What's good? What's good? What's good, guys? Welcome, Harry. Happy birthday once again. How are you doing today?
Doing fantastic. Ship was pretty good. Just kind of chilling right now. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Where'd Ninja go?
Good. He said he joined back, pretty sure.
Okie dokie. All right, so let's see. First things first, guys. DDG cameraman disaster from our friend Hello Yassine.
What's up, y'all? It looks like DDG's issues with his cameraman are going further than just the most recent guy he had to fire at. Since the first that he's still terrible because his old cameraman is starting to speak out as well. But my biggest take on
What does this say? This is so Topher Pat says accessing meeting people doesn't pay the bills. True. Hey, what's good? What's good, mod mother? How are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing?
Wait. This is Mother's first time ever hearing my voice.
Hey, we got
Because-
Harry, Mr. DF.
Mother, hey, how are you moving? Lindy's on the beach, Shabay.
All of my she did.
I'm watching this. I'm watching the Discord.
Bet.
I'm watching the Discord stream. I can't see the chat on your screen. Hold up. I'm just going kick.
So
Manish on the beach, Shabay.
this agenda that DDG doesn't pay his people well needs to stop. Previous cameraman we're seeing $100,000 plus per year, 5-figure minimum per month base salary, additional earnings from running his Snapchat, and this doesn't include the added benefit of working with him and having access to his network. If you know how, I don't know why the if is in brackets. If you know how to leverage yourself and build valuable relationships, he paid those people very well. Cut the blank. Where is this coming from? Who has this information? He's paying niggas that good. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get in cameraman shape. Golly, $100,000. Oh.
cameraman when they say they're not getting paid enough. If that's the job and that's what you're on, and you need more money,
Okay. True. Depends. I guess it really depends on what you want to do with your future, because it does, that makes sense. If this is something you want to do long term, or you see yourself as a creator, content creator, XYZ, it makes sense. I just feel like it's necessary to say every time this comes up, guys, you could wake up early in the morning, work your ass off, go to sleep late at night, work your ass off, and it might not work out for you. It just might not work out, and that's not your fault. It's just it. Not everyone succeeds. You feel me? So when people say that, you got to use your own thought. You might do all that shit, and it just doesn't. You feel me? Like,
So he gives a fair take to the DDG situation here, saying that, like, listen, if you have a problem with the pay and you're already doing the job, you're not getting blindsided by the pay. You know what the pay is before you take the job. And if you need to figure out another way, or if you need more money, then figure out something on the side. Now, this is where I start to kind of look at it like, look, if your job is to be DDG's main camera guy, right? Like, let's say Wiz Khalifa, right? Wiz Khalifa, he had the day-to-day vlogs. He was a pioneer in that space. He had a guy following him around with a camera for vlogs.
Facts.
And this is pre-recorded stuff, mind you. We're not talking about live streaming, which is a lot more hours that needs to be recorded, but footage needs to be cut. At least with the camera operator for live streamers, you don't have to cut footage and edit footage. That's what these guys have to do. But these guys, and like I also said, D-Rock, the guy for Gary V, you don't have time to do something like that. And the job should, quote unquote, especially if it's a real job, not just some intern stuff like a personal assistant or something like that in the city that you're with the person. They shouldn't have to constantly be thinking, what can I do on the side? There are certain careers like or jobs.
that is true, because if the more money that people are asking for, and did it not switch? Hold on, sorry. I gotta make sure my category switched. Okay, yeah. So for the more money that you're talking about, if it's like you need more money in order to like fund your life, and you're working with people who make a lot of money off the work that you do, and you're spending a lot of time doing that, it's a real like physical labor, then like I understand what dude's saying, but that should be like a overachieving situation and not a bare minimum situation. You know what I mean? Oh, what's
Jobs. Like he's saying, if somebody's working at, I don't know, like a burger joint or something, that they will have to be thinking about other ways to make money on the side. But those jobs aren't advertised or even seen by most people as something that you would spend a long time at. They're like starter or entry jobs. But that's not what he's doing. So he is being quite cordial. And
I mean, we can say that.
An entrepreneur.
We can say that, but if you actually go to like the fast food places in your neighborhood, a lot of those people have been there for years. Like you might have some new people come in, but most of those people, or a good job, depending on where you go, they've been there for a while.
Which is already very, very difficult. While you're doing a camera operator job, then you're better off just doing the camera or not doing the camera operator job and becoming an entrepreneur in that regard. And you have stability where you're staying in one place. You have more time to do that. Now you're getting less money because you're the camera operator, but you probably don't have crazy expenses that you need to cover in a family. Otherwise, you wouldn't be applying for a job like this. So that's where I disagree with this Ed guy a little bit. And like what ended up with him, he just ended up doing content himself now, which is not safe the way that he's describing. Like have something that's consistent. And DDG would blame this guy for being in the situation that he's in right now, where he desperately needs a new camera.
Now, y'all say 3K. Only one thing I have to say though. The main reason why I'm going through what I'm going through with this cameraman is because of my last cameraman. Not the guy I just fired. Ed, let's be real. Ed quit. If Ed would have never quit, I would have still been using Ed. You feel me? And I would have to do all
Using
this.
is crazy.
What's blowing me is, and Ed, I know
Using is absolutely crazy.
No, never again. Never, ever, 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 ever again. I don't mean I don't with you, but it's like I would never let you film for me again, ever. And I be seeing Ed do these goddamn streams every goddamn day, doing cameraman podcasts, doing reactions to everything I say, dude. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. That's what you're doing. It's like, you only hit my phone and be like, hey, bro, like this and that, blah, blah. He hit my phone to judge the cameraman tryouts. Why make this make sense? Why would you judge some cameraman tryouts and you the reason why I'm doing this? That don't make no sense. That's
Hey, he's speaking facts, guys. He's speaking serious facts, because how you hating on my methods when you're the nigga I gotta replace, and you didn't even leave in like a good, you ain't leaving no good like standing. Like you left and now it's shaky. I fully agree with him.
So DDG does have a point here. So DDG is looking at this professionally, right? So he's saying that he doesn't have a personal problem with this guy because one of the requirements that DDG has is he's got to vibe with you. He's got to be able to catch a vibe with you and kick with you off stream on some friend stuff. And you got to be able to do your job. Like if you're somebody that's going to kick it with DDG, you're probably about your paper. If you're about your paper, you are not going to stay in a cameraman job for very long. So this guy did exactly what DDG would do and what DDG's friends would do. And when he's saying, I'm not going to judge the cameraman competition, so DDG, and this is where I find there to be a level of, I don't know if it's hypocrisy, but I will say it's a misalignment, for lack of a better word, because DDG now wants a cameraman that does not want to be a content creator and does not want to be a streamer.
Okay.
These new requirements.
I realized after my last cameraman, I need someone that is fit. Because there's a lot of clips missed because the person couldn't keep up with it. So I need somebody that is athletic.
Damn, I feel him though. I feel him on missing those.
Somebody that needs to be fit, which is understandable. Like the
Fuck.
guy that he was with was very, very overweight, and he wants him not to be want to be a content creator, which is understandable. But now you have the problem where you are creating a content-related event, which is his 24-hour
kick
stream
it up
that
a
he's
little
doing,
bit more.
finding a new cameraman, and a lot of people were trying to clown DJ and say, "Oh, you're not paying enough." He said that, and in this, he said the base pay would be $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month, that's $60K a year. You're not getting $60K a year for most jobs. You're just not. And then when people say, "Oh man, well, you know, I'm doing this job," yeah, you've had years of experience, or you had to go through a bunch of schools.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
yeah,
how much
yeah,
you go through the
that is
schools to
true.
get said job. So that's a solid pay.
That's valid. I don't think a lot of people acknowledge that. Like when people talk about whether it's harder to do a 9 to 5 or to be a streamer, like people don't take like people will jump to the most extreme thing to prove their point, but it's like you're not thinking about everything else or like everyone else. So here it's like, yeah, you might be able to be better paid doing a whole bunch of other things, but those things you have to work for years to get there. You have to go to school. You have to be in a certain niche. Like that's not just anybody could do this. This is an open trial to make 60,000. That's not bad.
5,000, but he is getting 12 people, and he had to kick off a couple of people because they behaved in a way where they promoted the event, which was supposed to be private, or they weren't supposed to leak it, or they raised their hand when he asked if they wanted to become content creators and join his like Capaholics group, which is dead.
No, if I give you, you know how advanced work, right? So if I give you 10 bands, right, for a minute. When I give you 10 bands, that means you're gonna be streaming me for 2 months. You know that, right?
Okay.
I don't want no laziness. I ain't getting no money. I just gave you 10. You know what I mean? So that's what it's gonna be. So we agreed on that. 10,000 at the end. 2 months of filming. Deal? Yes, sir. Like that.
Okay.
All right. Let me get y'all ages. Okay? Let me get y'all ages down the line real quick.
But you're hosting an event where people have to be content for you. So DDG is treating this like, hey, I should make a content event out of hiring a cameraman. And he's having the chat judge, which I get, this is the thing. The chat doesn't know what good camera work is. They just identify when it's bad camera work. There's like good camera work is silent. They're like, damn, this camera work is great. Especially the hive mind of the chat. These people are children. Most of the people watching DDG, they know bad camera work because that's when the content sucks. They're like, yeah, what the hell? We're missing out on something. The audio's not natural vision. However, with good camera work, they can't tell. So when you ask them to judge what's good, they don't really know. DDG's not really watching either because he's being filmed. So that's difficult. But you have an event for this. You have people show up, wear masks. The type of person that's going to do that is willing enough to get in front of the camera to be not only interviewed, but to have to go through all of these different challenges. That is the mentality of somebody that is willing and wanting to do content.
I feel like the thing is though that you kind of need to have that personality to be in DDG content in the first place because you're gonna be around a whole bunch of like people you probably would have never been around. You're gonna have to be like a go-getter, you know, extrovert. So I can understand both sides.
Content, even if they may not have done it before or they say they're not going to, they're willing to put themselves out there on that behalf. Versus like someone that really just cares about holding a camera, creative direction, things like that. They won't.
Hey, what up,
They
Sam?
go out of their comfort zone to do that.
Welcome in, gang.
You got some people with some good experience there, and that's when people are trying to make fun of him and say, "Man, nobody's gonna do this. I wouldn't do this. He'd have to pay me $15K for this. No experience, never picked up a camera in their life other than their iPhone or their Android. Well, they picked up an Android camera. Well, actually, the Galaxy, that Samsung phone, is actually a really good streaming phone. So Android lovers, they will get spared, aka they will get spared today. But he had people that have had experience working for other very successful streamers, people working on tours. People have done a lot, so he got qualified people. But I think DDG's asking for too much. He's asking for somebody that he can be cool with and kick it with off camera, but he also doesn't want the person to become a streamer. And this is a problem. This is a problem that Adam 22 has run into because you see how lucrative it can be to be in front of the camera, especially after the success of Johnny, his first cameraman, and even this guy Ed, who is trying to ride off of the coattails of a DDG. But DDG has to treat it like we need to have a continuing revolving door of content, or not content, of cameramen, and never have one person that we rely on. That's kind of like what Adam 22 figured out because what business is used to.
Yeah, two Sabes. Who Sabes? Who is Sabes? I'm straight, gang. See my phone on the charge.
Do before this was
And yeah, this is true. If I'm doing something and I'm seeing you make a whole lot of money, you're making a whole lot of money from me, and I'm seeing like, the part that you do isn't that great. Like I could do that too. Then yeah, I'm gonna want to branch out and do my own thing, especially if you're not paying me more.
have people sign a non-compete clause, which is, hey, you come here and you work for this business and you cannot leave and start another business, a competing business, which would be in this case, you can't become a content creator if you work for me as a cameraman, because that would help you. But I think the FTC, they got rid of non-competes a couple of years ago. I think it was 2024. So you can't run a non-compete anymore. So all the people that work for Adam 22 or all the people that work for DDG, there is nothing contractually that he can put in there that says that they can't leave and start their own thing. Which, if you're in a position where you're hiring for business, it kind of sucks, especially for a business like this. Like you've seen it in like a bunch of people like, oh, I left with this content creators business, they get a bunch of clout off of it. So it sucks if you're in the position of hiring. However, I think it's fair for business because it breeds more competition. So if people leave and they're good enough to maintain an audience off of the job that they were doing, then that says it all. Good job. And
fair.
Such as, like you were saying that dude Ed would have made a bunch of money off of a clothing brand that they were supposed to do together.
Yeah, Ed, and this is, it's not happening no more. Me and Ed had a clothing line coming up. We got samples coming in. Like I'm trying, just because I ain't paying it crazy to hold the camera, it does not mean that I'm trying to like keep it under. If Ed would have never quit, and he do this a lot, he did it last time we worked together. If he would have never quit, bro,
He's a
he would've
quitter.
made so much money off the clothes with me, and then on top of that, I had to be doing $1 a snap a little bit ago. Not well, last time we worked together. $1 snap. It ain't like, bro, I don't know when it ain't getting people.
Here's the thing. Somebody that, if you want somebody that's talented, that can do a bunch of different things, that's great with the camera and willing to stay there, they need consistent work. Because a couple of people that were, and I watched the stream.
Because part of me is like, yeah, but if he never leaves from under you, then he's never going to be as big as you are. But then I'm thinking, well, like, do you need to be the biggest thing in the world if you're living a good life? Like, what is too much? And maybe that's where greed starts getting into it, because it's like, yeah, if you could have been a millionaire being a cameraman, what is that next level that you're searching for? Unless it's not a money thing. But if it's not a money thing, then I have to like what are we talking about for real? You know what I mean?
I watch all the people introduce themselves. I can watch the whole 24 hours. But you're going to need somebody that believes that this is consistent. A lot of the time, these guys are like, yeah, you know, this person only needed me for a couple of streams. Or I only worked with this person for a month or two. Somebody was working with J-Cinco, and then I think something happened with their family, so J-Cinco went with another person after having worked with them for 6 months, which is understandable for a J-Cinco, because he's like, listen, I know you got whatever you got going on with your family, but the show must go on, and I need another person. And some people, they just get iced out, as in, hey, I'm going to be taking a break for 2 months. So now the person has to find somebody else to work. So there's a lot of instability in this new field. Like, a camera operator for a live streamer is a very new career. But prior to 2022, most live streamers, IRL, would be holding their own camera. It would be a selfie stick that they're walking around. So like a Facebook, right?
Yeah, when did that even change? When did they start doing the IRL, like somebody's video recording you? Because it actually was just like you're holding your own thing.
Talented people, you've got to put golden handcuffs on them. And this doesn't mean pay, but DDG's got to make it seem like, hey, listen, you don't want to leave. You do not want to stream because working for me is so amazing. You see Facebook offering, or Meta offering these AI people ridiculous contracts, ridiculous benefits, money, everything that they could imagine. Because, well, why the hell would I leave and try to start my own thing? It's comfortable as hell over here. And if DDG wants somebody that isn't going to become a content creator or a streamer, because this is where he kind of gets rug pulled, because either he has to constantly have a revolving door of people ready to come work for him, or he has to make it so that they can't leave or find somebody really quickly after. He should run people through a personality test. Run people through a personality test if they're very introverted, very shy, but great at working a camera, which is exactly what you want. They're unlikely to ever get in front of the camera. But when you're hosting an event, like I said, where people have to get in front of the camera, do challenges, do seen and judged by hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, everything doesn't have to be content, but I guess I understand where DDG's coming from, because this has been such a like public thing that he can't really just go find somebody and like, or I mean he could, but this is probably the best way to go about it.
Losing on the person that you say you want because of how you cultivated getting the hire in the first place. So this is where I think it gets a little bit messy. And even with the clothing line, right? DDG's working with that guy. Running the clothing line is very, very time consuming, very time intensive. DDG's role would likely be to just wear the clothes and promote the clothes. The cameraman is handling what else? Manufacturing, all this other stuff. So either designing, I think that dude Ed designs stuff. So what is the cameraman going to do eventually when the clothing brand gets more and more successful? He's going to stop doing the camera work anyway. So even the opportunity that he was giving him so he could stay his cameraman, he would have made a bunch of money. He would have quit being the cameraman to run that if it was successful. Because you don't have a guy that's running the camera work and being a
that's also true.
running a full-time successful brand.
That's also
don't
true.
Know it takes too much time, and or he'd have to hire other people to do that. But I think what DDG wants, which is like, he's not gonna find. I think it's too hard to find for the long term. Now, getting a job with DDG is good because you know it's gonna be stable. DDG's been in the game for 10 plus years. He's been very consistent. He's at the top of the game. So you know if you get a camera job or a camera operator job with him, that it's going, you're gonna last. If you're good at your job, you're gonna be there for a long time. And you have at least, I would say at least like a year. Well, this guy Ed, he was doing just fine. I think this guy Ed, I don't know if he'll make it himself because first off, like your initial audience is gonna be off of DDG, and I think he just tried to follow the blueprint that the Johnny dude did. I don't know what that guy did. That guy worked some magic and made it happen. But I think a lot of people are gonna realize that they would rather be the camera operator or the person behind the scenes of these things than the dread and the amount of effort it takes to be a live streamer themselves. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. I think the event was good.
Yeah, I think a lot of people like overlook the fact that you can be the person who, like, it's more consistent to be the person who doesn't have to like sell the final product. So like, I even think about this. I always think about this when I think about making music. So people who make cover art, they get paid. People who make beats, they get paid. The people who distribute the music, they get paid. The people who have to actually sell the music and like promote the music and make all of the content and get the music out there, they have to wait to get paid. So because it works on both sides, right? So it's like, yeah, they'll make the most money if everything goes well, or they should make the most money if everything goes well. But when it's not going well, they're the only person who's not getting paid in the whole situation. So same thing with like the cameraman shit. It's like you could be living a comfortable life because you're working with somebody who has it all figured out, and then when you switch over, now you're the person getting paid last, and it's like you might have been just better off chilling.
Content for DDG, but using it as an actual hiring process, I don't think it fielded for the personality trait that he claims to want. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.
Okay, so I hope DDG gets his. I hope he finds a cameraman. I hope he finds someone that works for him. This whole discourse about like him hiring people, it's mad weird that people are making this such a big deal. I don't understand it. But we're gonna go ahead and hop on forward to why Asmongold got banned by Tectone. And I don't think Tectone actually likes Asmongold. I don't quite remember what the relationships were there. I haven't watched a Tectone video in a while, but Let's see what's going on with Asmon. Let's see if he's all right. Let's see if everything's reaching above board. This is fast as fuck. Holy shit. Oh.
The issue is here, the Asmon got banned. Now, I'm going to show you some context. I'm going to show you why. And I'm going to talk to you guys why low IQ sheep cattle run the internet. So a little bit of context from NFP here real quick. This clip, I haven't watched it, but it's going to be relevant to today's video, so let's watch this a little bit.
You went to Hassan's birthday party, you made a big buzz about it. Yeah, because Hassan is an A-list celebrity, and he helped get Abdul something elected in Michigan. You know, when you're invited to it, it's like being invited.
Yeah, he got Abdul, Ahmed, Ahmad, Jihad, Alu Akbar,
Whoa.
elected into Michigan.
Okay, TikTok.
Okay, great. So we're going to talk about why Hassan got Abdul Jabbar,
He said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, huh? What?
This is red, I'm sure.
Make stuff up.
Here we go.
You do. You do. Me and Hassan are the most lied about people on the internet.
That Nicholas Palm is the most, or Nicholas Palm and Hassan are the most lied about people on the internet. Nick, come on. Let's relax. I know you got a voucher boy, but this is embarrassing.
Who even is Nicholas Ballum? Do we know this guy? Chad, do we know who this guy is? Or am I booking?
I promise you, nobody needs to lie about Hassan because the truth makes him look fucking horrible. And I want to remind you that there is a clip of Hassan that just resurfaced that I posted on my Twitter, 5,000 likes in 1 hour. And these are Hassan's own words.
Wait, hold on. He moved his camera because of the shot that came up. Let me just say, I hate when people do this. He said, "Fun fact: gay people can't get mad at you for saying faggots, for it is a food item in the UK, and fag means cigarette." Shut up. Shut up. Oh, you think you're so clever? Oh, no, I'm talking about the food item in the UK. Oh. Shut up, bro. Kind of dumbass shit. You thought you cooked with that, didn't you? You thought you just, yeah, I got him with this one, man. Get the fuck out of here.
That I posted on my Twitter, 5,000 likes in 1 hour. And these are Hassan's
Yeah, see, he moved his camera because he knew himself. Like, what the fuck? This is stupid as fuck.
What NFP thinks that people are lying about, and let's just hear how Hassan thinks about immigration in America. Let's talk about it.
We're going to keep bringing in immigrants into this country on purpose, just so they can fuck your sister, and then maybe even your daughter.
Whoa.
We're going to destroy the white race.
Huh?
That's what we're here to do.
Huh?
Think
Oh.
Asmon Gold said. Asmon Gold said, but 5,000 likes in 1 hour.
What? Is this just content? Is this one of those ones? Like, oh, this is just content. This is just content, bro. It's just content, bro. Is it one of those ones?
These are Hassan's own words. So let me show you what Twitch thinks is permissible, what NFP thinks that people are lying about, and let's just hear how Hassan thinks about immigration in America. Let's talk about it.
We're going to keep bringing in immigrants into this country on purpose, just so they can fuck your sister, and then maybe even your daughter. We're going to destroy the white race, bitch. That's what we're here to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real, man. When clips like that exist of a human being, I really don't think that anybody needs to make anything up. So Hassan wants to import infinite illegals to the United States of America to fuck our sisters and fuck our daughters. Which, by the way, that's pedophilia. And when somebody has clips as well as some...
All right, buddy. All right. That is crazy to say, though. That's crazy to say because of what? Who gassed you? Who has you amped to be feeling that way? Who you feeling like? Brother? You're bugging.
That they went to a brothel with child sex trafficked minors at it, and he had a quote-unquote great time. Yeah, I don't really think that's somebody we need to lie about at this point. By the way, Nick, if you have my podcast, you have your podcast, let's talk about it. Because Nick, and
I like when the YouTubers start getting spicy and start saying crazy shit. Cause whoa, huh? I didn't know about that.
actually like Nick quite a lot.
We haven't even started talking about Asmon yet.
Brainwashed into saying these things, but it bothers me. It does. It bothers me. Nobody's lying about Hassan. The truth is well enough as it is. So here is the clip that got Asmon banned.
Okay.
We're going to talk about it. And essentially, I'm going to explain to you why low IQ retards dictate punishments in the world. They are running our courts. They are running every HR department.
Okay.
And liberal white women love empowering retards that destroy the lives
Oh.
of takes they don't understand.
CLS.
They're surface level, they're complex, and they require thought. Something that people of today's society don't want to do. So I'm going to tell you what people think Asmongold said. Asmongold says he wants to shoot children in the head.
Okay.
Now let me show you what he actually said. We're gonna write this down on a notepad. So this is all what they're pretending they said. Now let's watch the clip again, and we're gonna break it down.
Okay. Let's see what he actually said. Let's see what he actually said.
Like I've said this before.
Context: 60,000 Moroccan Africans illegally force migrated into Spain all at the same time, using women and children.
Oh, I saw that. I saw a video of that. Guys, I saw a video of that. Hold on, I saw a video of that. One second. One second. Hold on. Hold on. Nice. Oh. I see the Nick Shirley video. Let's see if we can find the actual crossing video.
Why?
Can we do this one? Is this one gonna work? Yeah, that works for me.
And how did tens of
Like, gang,
thousands of
what?
migrants cross an international border
What?
into Europe in late July? Well, this is Ceuta. It's a tiny Spanish city on the northern coast of Africa. Even though it's surrounded by Morocco, it's officially part of Spain. And that means it's also part of the European Union. Now that makes Ceuta one of Europe's only land borders with Africa.
Okay,
And for years, it's been a major migration hotspot. People hoping for a better life in Europe often try to reach
With the
Ceuta by
Mbappe
swimming around
jersey.
5 kilometers from Morocco or by climbing the heavily fortified border fence. Most attempts involve hundreds of people, but this time it was different. Up to 50,000 people crossed into Ceuta in chaotic scenes.
Guys, this is them ones? This is them ones where they're like,
Here's the thing, though. I love Costco. Okay, I literally love Costco so much. And today I decided to go and get a large.
the hell? Suppose ball up. This is one of them ones where it's like, you have so many people that, yeah, a couple of them will get caught, but you're just absolutely going to overwhelm
Why
everything.
and how did tens of thousands?
Aqui no hay comida, no hay.
Spain's government has its population up by more than half.
Hold on. Was that like 20 seconds
People
in?
hoping for a better life in Europe often try to reach Ceuta by swimming around 5 kilometers from Morocco or by climbing the heavily fortified border fence.
5 kilometer
Most
swim is
attempts involved
insane.
Hundreds of people. But this time, it was different. Up to 50,000 people crossed into Ceuta in chaotic scenes over just a couple of days, overwhelming local authorities.
Yeah, it would have
and
to.
pushing the city's population up by more than half.
What?
So, how did so many people get through? Well, Morocco hasn't officially explained what happened, but many analysts believe that border controls were deliberately loosened. Many point to rising diplomatic tensions after the Spanish Prime Minister, Pedro Sanchez, visited neighboring Algeria. That's a regional rival of Morocco. Spain's government has also blamed human traffickers for spreading rumors that migrants arriving by sea could no longer be immediately sent back, thus encouraging thousands to make the journey. And within days, Spain deployed soldiers and extra police. Most of those who crossed, that's more than 37,000 people, were quickly returned to Morocco.
Oh my
And
days.
hundreds more went back voluntarily.
Aquí no hay comida, no hay nadie. La gente, la policía no
So they just popped up.
viene, la gente sentado aquí, todo va a marchar.
كانت قضيه شويه كانت قضيه شويه خويا مكرفص على السبشه وهذا وتحداو علينا وكذا وهذا يضربونا بالقرطاس عشيري فهمتي اللهم المغرب ديالنا احسن اخويا.
Wait. I might be tripping, chat. What kind of person breaks into another country to when they're now like, yo, get out of here? They're like, you know what? You got me. Honestly, I liked home better. Fuck this place. What? Mispress. What? He said our Morocco is better. Then why are you here? What did you think was gonna happen?
سالينا خير بالنسبه لي كان اخي.
The surge of arrivals left at least 72 people dead and others missing. And the incident has once again highlighted how migration, border security, and international politics can become deeply intertwined, with ordinary people often paying the highest price. Why?
Who are the ordinary people that pay the highest price? They'd like ran into a next country. Like, were they paid to do that? That's the only way. That's the only way. It's men are getting off the, oh well, you know. That's the only way. If they got paid to do it, or they're like forced to do it, that's the only way.
And remove them from their country. 60,000 criminals all break into your country and force and using the law is not allowed because they use women and children as shields.
Like, I know that it might sound like, oh, well, you shouldn't do that. I have no sympathy for doing that, and I would do that in a second because it's the right thing to do in the long term. You can never look at, in a very, very isolated incident, you could say, and there's always, this is emotional blackmail, right?
Yes.
You can't shoot these people, they have kids with them. Well, then don't bring your kids.
Exactly.
If you don't want to get shot, then don't bring your fucking kids.
Now, this can sound heartless. Now, let me explain to you what he means.
Before Tectone gets into it, I'm gonna say, if that's all he said, that's all he said. Twitch is bugging. Twitch is bugging, and I'm not surprised because that's an absolutely good point. If it's going to be a whole thing about we have kids with us, then don't bring your kids. This is emotional blackmail. You can't just bring kids and then say, "Oh no, we can't." Like imagine you were at a war with someone. You're in war, and they brought out a line of children and said, "Oh my gosh, no, we have kids. You can't shoot at us, but we're gonna continue to break your laws. We're gonna continue to trample you." And there's people that will vote for that, and there's people who will push that idea out like that's a good thing. What? You're bugging, Asmin. I didn't think I was gonna agree with you, but hey man.
This multiple times throughout the split. So,
Hey man.
illegal criminals from Africa are forcibly invading other countries.
Okay, chill. Because it's people from everywhere. But yes, and a lot of people hate the, oh my gosh, no, there's nothing illegal about it. That's illegal. Like all these countries have their own ways that you're supposed to get into the country. It is illegal. Even if the country itself is like, no, but it's civil, not criminal. Gang. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing when we're knowingly breaking laws because, oh my gosh, no, but it's civil though. Like, what are we doing?
Countries, and they're using their women and children as gifts. Africa's solution is to shoot them all. Now you could say, well, why are you got to shoot the women and children? Because the problem is that an extreme measure needs to be taken once to ensure that more women and children are not being put into the line of fire and the line of danger in perpetuity.
Facts.
We must put our foot down once, because the issue is if criminals see, oh, I'll just break into this guy's house with a group of kids, that way they can't shoot me. More and more kids in the long term are going to be used as sacrificial dogs for criminals to enact behavior and criminal activity as they see fit, and police officers are not going.
Yeah.
Yo.
What's up?
Hold up.
Just watch.
I'm gonna turn you up.
Back.
Barely hear you.
Oh, you can barely hear me?
Talk again.
Yo.
Alright, I'm gonna turn down my music now.
Okay, bet.
Going to be allowed to do their job. This isn't our problem. It is their problem they're presenting us with. We don't want to do this, but it's our only choice for the safety of our countries. An extreme measure must be taken once to ensure it doesn't happen again. And if you want to know why they're doing this, they did the exact same thing in Iran, where they built a elementary school on top of their military base.
That's pretty crazy.
Anybody retaliated against a terroristic activity,
That's actually crazy.
oh my God, they're bombing the children.
That's actually insane. That's a crazy strat.
Not just the United States of America, but everyone on this earth, and they're doing that by weaponizing the lives of.
Nah, that's crazy strat. You have to rate it. You have to respect it, but it also has to backfire, or else it's like it's not fair. It's like when you're playing Among Us and somebody says, "No, on God though." Like, bro, what? That's not
Dude,
fair.
I got the ratios like perfect. I got the ratios perfect. Hold up.
Sound ratios.
Like, should still be fine. Yeah.
Nice.
That shit was like perfect. Oh, I closed Spotify. I'm stupid.
And it's disgusting. And the reality is, they have forced our hand. Until we say this shit's not gonna work, they're going to continue.
Oh my God.
I got like 2/3 of this video left, and then I got a video on Sneeko.
Bet on Sneeko?
Mm-hmm.
Sneeko used to like really suck.
Apparently he's had a bad week, so gonna look into that a little bit.
To war zones and say, hey, as we rape your women, as we bomb your
I got a
countries,
new cologne
as we
coming in
destroy your
tomorrow.
families,
I have a new cologne coming in tomorrow.
Oh yeah, what is it?
It's Armoff Club to New It Intense Man.
Armoff?
Yeah, Armoff. It's a dupe brand.
Oh, okay, got you.
But it lasts more. Everyone, it's like the #1 selling dupe right now. I just liked it. My friend had some, and I was like, damn, this smells good. What is it? And he had that on for like 8 hours, and it's still like projected really far. It's like $20.
Okay.
So, yeah, bro. If they start wearing it, don't worry about like one spray, and he was chilling the whole entire day.
Okay. Looks solid.
If we destroy your lives, as we destroy your countries, if you shoot our infants, you're the bad guy. And I don't think it's a good idea to be allowed to weaponize the lives of children to enact terroristic threats. Let's keep going here.
It's really simple. You mean you'd shoot adults and deport the kids, right? Well, I'd shoot whoever. Yeah, I'd shoot whoever. I mean, if it's kids, women, men, anybody, you shoot them. They're gonna stop coming over. Really that easy. Because if
So
they
locked
do
in.
that, they'll use children and women as shields to get themselves over.
And there it is.
Perfect landing.
They have forced our
Perfect
hand
landing.
to do something truly barbaric. It is not because we want to. It's because these people have forced us to do this. Otherwise, the sovereignty of our nations will be completely dismantled. We are not the bad guys for doing what needs to be done. They are the bad guys for making this event occur. And that's the truth.
I hate that I'm agreeing with both of them. I really hate that I'm agreeing with both of them, but it doesn't make sense. You can't let people keep doing that. It's like unfair. You have to punish unfair gameplay.
And everybody does it.
And then they'll put more women and children at risk because they know that they can use them as collateral so they can get more of themselves over. That's the way it works.
Exactly.
That's the way an animal thinks, and these people are animals.
Yes, they
They're
are.
savages.
They
Absolute
are.
fucking savages.
Yep. Let's go ahead and pull this up real quick. Data not available. Never mind. Every single time something seems slightly racist to Grok, data not available. Isn't that convenient? Let's go here.
Hamas tactics, you're terrorists. Of course you don't want to do that. Doesn't mean you want to do it. But you have to do what you need to do in order to enforce your borders, man.
Yep.
Like, that's the way it is.
If borders aren't enforced, then congratulations. The United States is about to mow over 90% of the countries overnight and take all of your resources. I promise you, borders are a good thing. And by the way, if you think borders are a bad thing, leave all your car doors unlocked. Leave all your safes unlocked. Leave all your doors unlocked. Okay? If you really feel like borders are a bad thing, sleep outside in downtown Detroit with no clothes on. Why are you wearing borders on your body? Why do you have those? Why are you in a house?
All right, buddy.
Why are you locking your car? Why are you locking your house? Why are you locking your windows? It's for our safety. Obviously. Because evil people exist. And in controlled environments, it's a lot easier and more practical to control people with nefarious means than living our lives lackadaisically. And it's also a nice way to agree, this is mine, everybody else can fuck off.
That is true.
You can't make decisions that way, and I understand the way that I talk about this might be a little bit extreme.
It's really not extreme. The only people it's extreme to are retards who aren't understanding that sometimes criminals and terrorists.
No, it is harsh. It is harsh and it is extreme. But the only reason it's extreme is because people are taking it there. And there's a lot of times where you might have something happen where somebody takes it to a certain place where it's like, okay, understandable because it's common. But once you take the steps to push that down, because they took it to a place that was so astronomical, you gotta take it even further. You know, you gotta take it to a whole nother galaxy, brother. And then they're like, oh, whoa, that's a lot. No, I mean, if they didn't go here, I wouldn't have had to go there. You feel me?
Force us to do things that we don't want to do, that we must do in order to maintain the safety of our Earth. Not just country, of the Earth. We cannot make people think that using women and children as sacrificial lambs is an okay thing to do, or permissible in any way.
Facts.
A little bit,
Counter credit with $20. One of these criminals in the country is like inviting a libtard into a Discord chat. Oh, trust me, I dealt with 2 libtards yesterday. That's the reason why I ended stream yesterday. These 2 libtards are so afraid of me. They refuse to talk about the bullshit. And they try to sling any of this shit to my face.
Can we just...
The exact same person in me
Let's just...
love those people. Guys, remember, they are going to radicalize the fuck out of you. And
that...
I don't mind. He's my buddy. He's allowed to do that. Is what it is.
Okay, so we don't gotta watch the rest of the video. We see what happened. We got a little bit of Tecto's opinion on it, and I agree. Most of what they're saying is true. It is a little extreme, but at the end of the day, these are the things that you have to do when people take it way too far. Now, I'm not advocating for anyone to go pop a kid in the face. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. But I am advocating for countries taking care of their borders. Please take care of your borders, please. It's very important. So, final video for the day. We've got Deporting Khemical by our fellow Canadians, Abba and Preach. So we're gonna see what he said and why it's been such a bad week for him.
Alex Jones was tweeting to deport Khemical. Elon Musk agreed with this.
We also have our Deport Khemical t-shirt if you go to deportkhemical.com. We're just...
No way. No way. I refuse. Guys. It's right here. Fuentes store Deport Khemical tee, $40. Golly. You can get it in white, you can get it in black. But off with the little clown face. Raw. Candy tea. What the fuck? Is this him and Candace Owens? Got the Chud tea. Alright, Mr. Fuentes. The Dark Triad tea. Oh my gosh, so mysterious. What's this? The Ark of Titus? What is this? What is this? What is the Ark of Titus? The Arch of Titus. Okay, let me chill. Let's get back to the video.
Nick is falling for Netanyahu. Time and time again, look at the past 20, 30 years, whenever they try to get you to redirect your attention towards Muslims, it's really because the non-goys are doing something that you don't want to know about.
At once they played the victim, and they won't leave us alone. Islamophobia.
Is that actually factual, or is that just like a talking point? Like, is there a conspiracy theory for every single time the media, or the mainstream turns their gaze towards Muslims? Is that true?
Oy vey, they literally sound like Jews. They're literally just like the Jews.
You worship a Jew. God's a Jew, according to Nick. Like, they sound just like the Jews. Aren't you a follower of a Jew? Don't you say Jew is king?
But he's on the beach to bang.
Kind of a good point.
Vicular says an edgy joke about Gaza. Sneako's joke policing it. We get out of this entrapment here. This is the Gaza Strip.
If he doesn't apologize for this, I'm never gonna call him a friend again. I didn't see this before. I can't be friends with somebody doing this.
6 months after October 7th,
Doing
Sneako
what?
was making jokes like this.
I don't even care, bro. I would nuke Gaza if Brett Cooper would do a split like the Muslim Haram police, like.
Whoa. I mean, Brett Cooper's like that, but whoa, what the fuck? Nah, that's begging. You're begging, buddy.
All getting as serious as Sneako. He's not sincere. Ever hear what a joke is?
But when your friends do it, it's bad.
I do think like sometimes they do this thing where whether they convert, where someone like adopts a faith or an identity, they almost do too much what's performed. Like,
Yeah.
They start for things that they were just doing before they converted. Like and now they're on the other side. Oh, it's all this, it's all that. It's like,
No, but because they're like, I found God, I found light, so they feel now like, oh, they have to overcompensate for the things that they know that they've done wrong by like pointing it out in everyone else, and everyone else should be as far as they are in their journey, and you're wrong if you don't. Yeah, I understand that.
You're overdoing. Like, I don't even hear most Muslims or other folks being this much like watching everything.
That was adopted and realized, oh shit, I'm black.
He's on the beach to bang.
They have to overcompensate.
Like Trinidad.
That's you. That's you. Pop the Molly, I'm swing.
All right.
It's almost a bit too much policing.
It's a little bit too much. It's a little bit too much. Like, you're new to this. You're not true to this. You're super brand new to this, and you're doing a lot of this. You're doing a lot of this, brother. Relax. Find yourself first. Okay, Myron. Whoa.
He's crying on stream because Aiden Ross didn't donate to his charity.
You're an idiot, so send it to me.
You can hear him smashing.
Bruh, why does he look like this? What's even going on?
So send it to me.
You can hear him smashing stuff.
Jawalai, I want to take a break so bad. But there's so much that I need to talk about.
He's actually crying.
I don't want to be on stream like this. I don't want to.
This puts Sneako in a
Gang, whoa, what's going on? What's going on?
position where everyone was waiting for the opportunity to trash him, and that opportunity would present itself. Sneako was celebrating a World Cup game.
Gang, you can't be walking around doing anything with your eyes that intense. That's not, I don't care what you stand for, bro. If you look like that when you say it, we gotta put everything to making sure that your dreams do not come true. Cause what, bro? You're a menace to society.
You're so scary, Sneako. Let me see your war face, Sneako.
Alex Jones was tweeting to the.
It's just that all I see is Sneako position like that. I'm like, yeah, great performance. Great performance. Your performance.
Yeah, that shit looks fake as fuck. That shit looks fake as all fuck. Elon Musk agreeing with it is kind of crazy because, brother, what? Brother, you can't agree to deport niggas. You don't have that. You got to relax.
It's on site. Now it's on site. You don't want me as a friend. You don't want to collab.
Boss. You ain't doing nothing on site, my boy. The word on site means on site. Use that word. No, there's nothing on site. Stop.
That is true. It's not on site, gang. Or is it? Maybe Nick like that. Maybe he's like that. Maybe he's swabbled.
And if you see Sneako in New York, I want you to tell him on my behalf, tell him fuck you.
Can we also just take 2 seconds to appreciate? These are grown men who are like politically influential. And
right.
We're really watching a Naruto episode unfold. You don't want to be my friend? I won't let you, Sasuke. I'll get revenge.
Yeah, facts.
This is like, you know, and these are like the guys who are the most influential politically in this like influencer sphere.
Greenlit, on site, get me deported, put me in a cannon. Osama bin Laden's assassin. I don't know what else you guys need to hear for me to explain to you that the white nationalist movement has been completely subverted by Israel. It's either that they follow the ideology, if you can't beat them, join them, or they're just getting paid off in their defense.
And in a few months / years, he's gonna have a heartbreak with Islam, and he's gonna join them.
Sneeko is mad at Nick because he thinks he's racist towards Muslims.
Bro declared a jihad. I literally go in the live chat. I'm just having fun, and bro's like, Allahu Akbar. I'm like, dude, fucking relax. It's
Yeah,
jokes.
relax, bro, relax.
Have
Take
no
time,
chill
take
at
time,
all.
take
Roman
time, take
salute to our
time.
Caesar. A Roman salute to our church. Hail Christ. Hail Caesar.
Did you hear that? Idol worship right there. He just put Caesar in the same category as God.
Whoa.
You worship, you worship white.
Let's hear the context. Let's hear the context of the sentence. Cause hold on, he might be cooking.
I literally go in the live chat. I'm just having fun, and bro's like, Allahu Akbar. I'm like, dude, fucking relax. It's jokes. These fucking towelheads have no chill at all. Roman salute to our Caesar. A Roman salute to our church. Hail Christ.
Whoa, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's like when people say some racist shit and they're like, "Oh man, I love all people, black, white, or blue." Like, what blue people do you know, gang? What are you doing? Come on now. Hail Caesar? Whoa, what? What?
Hail Caesar.
Did you hear that? Idol worship right there. He just put Caesar in the same category as God, a Roman emperor and God.
I love Drake.
You worship whiteness or you worship God?
But Nick is mad at
Hey, I love Drake too, but not like that.
I'll take the strongest bioweapon for the Jews. It's white people. I mean, again, like this one here, the Mexican is saying that he wants to kick budget.
Whoa, there's so much. Hold up, guys. Can you guys stop? Everyone just look at this screen. It's a lot. It's 4 people reacting to an interview happening of a guy in a car. And honestly, this looks...
Guys, it's 4 people reacting to a video that someone made that Abba preached 2 people are reacting to that I'm now reacting to on live. This has to be a record of unintentional reactions.
I want to clear yourself after smoking this weed with these people. Ask him on gold in the bottom left, trying to tell you about the Odysseys, and he's never read them. Like, sir, hey, can I go in your anus? And then you have Sneeko. He's Algerian for this section of the World Cup, and then they got eliminated, so we stopped. And we got our favorite, the closeted Mexican white nationalist. And then you have me, a walking ad for condoms and preach.
Every single day for basically the past week.
Golly.
All I see on Twitter are clips of Sneeko hating on white people. It's seriously disturbing. It's almost like he is blaming all white people for our falling out, which is honestly sick and disgusting.
These people don't care about discrimination. They only care when it's about them. Nick starts...
I was about to say, I swear I've seen more than a few videos of Nick blaming everyone else's race across the board for anything that they may be going through or any unjust action that they might be targeted with. So I don't know why all of a sudden it's a big problem. It's a big issue because it's y'all. Like, bro, you do the exact same thing and you don't feel bad about it.
The whole team's thing that I keep telling you, they don't have any principled issue on this. It's just, wait, you're not supposed to do it to us.
We also have our Deport Sneeko t-shirt if you go to deportsneeko.com. We're just...
I'm not gonna lie. Bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's funny as fuck. That's crazy. That's funny as fuck, bro.
Trying to get the word out, trying to raise awareness. I am waiting for the day, I know you guys are too, when DHS and ICE agents intercept Sneeko on the streets of New York, black bag him, throw him in the back of a truck, and send him to Gaza.
The t-shirt depicts Sneeko as a brown cloud, which is what they've been calling him since January.
Brown clown. Laughing so hard.
Dude, brown clown.
Why are you laughing so hard?
I started that.
Yeah, brown clown is his,
yeah. It's just like...
That's his IP.
That's your friend.
Yeah.
This is a crazy group of people to even be with. I don't know what. All these guys just like lost the plot. Each of them in their own little way was saying a little piece of something important or something like that, and then they all just at the same time like lost the plot. Nick had been lost the plot. Nick ain't done nothing good for nobody, but the rest of them it's just it's a lot.
That's your friends, my boy. These are your friends. Yeah.
And you guys, when you know, like, guys are just jokes. If you listen to people long enough and they're often joking about the same things, it's just a reflection of their values.
Facts.
The brown clown is just a, furthering of basically their dislike of people from certain ethnicities. That dislike has always been there.
Facts.
So people, it's just, no, when they call them that, because that's why it's different. When I'm laughing with people who I know are well-intentioned and don't actually I don't mind the racist jokes fine because we all know where we're coming from. But there's people who, when they do the same thing, it's not a good thing. And you sitting there yapping it up with them like it's all cool and we just joking.
Yeah, you're here. You laughing your ass off, but it's like they playing with niggas, bro.
They know you wasn't about to do nothing. You wasn't about to do nothing. You're the brown clown, but you're sitting next to browner clown, and he's laughing at you. Yeah.
Sneeko is freaking out. He's convinced he's actually going to be deported because conservative Twitter is mad at him. He thinks Israel paid him.
If Trump deports Sneeko and Hassan Piker, all Republican in the midterm, did they all get a script? Elon, Laura Loomer, all saying exactly the same thing at the same exact time. Alex Jones, Mexicans. It's like Mossad sent them an email and said, say this publicly, demonize Sneeko, and they all just repeated and they got their 7K through Zelle transfer. Are they really opposing Israel? Or are some of them controlled opposition? Are some of them getting paid? Are some of them fed?
Or
maybe they just don't like you, gang. Maybe they just don't like you, gang. Maybe everything's not a conspiracy theory or the Matrix. And whoa, I know it's crazy for me to say that. I'm a major conspiracy theorist. Guys, maybe everything's not a conspiracy. Maybe they just don't fuck with you, Sneeko. Alright? Andrew Tate, maybe they just don't fuck with you. All right, guys. If something bad happens to you, maybe it's not the bigger plot that's going on. Maybe they just don't fuck with you, and that's okay. Everyone doesn't have to fuck with you, but just own it. It's okay.
You know, this is actually the most cucked position. It's more cucked than watching your girl get banged.
Ironically.
It is. I'll tell y'all why.
Twice in life is
These
crazy.
people have always been overt about how they feel about brown folks and Muslims and everyone under the sun. They've always been that way. Everyone knows it. And when they turn it on you, because you're no longer that useful to them, as an ally, you're more useful as a fucking scapegoat. Instead of acknowledging what has always been said about them and what they've always pushed out there, you're so cucked you have to blame Jews. You are so controlled by this whole white apparatus of white nationalism. You want to take the place of people so bad. Instead of actually feeling like, yo, this is how y'all feel. You blame Jews.
That's crazy. As opposed to looking at them and be like, yo, it's crazy that you feel this way about me and I ain't never done nothing but help y'all. You had to turn around and say, no, y'all got paid to say all of this. Wow, that's a good ass point. That's a good ass point, Abu.
They called me a whole ass gorilla. You was laughing. Now they call you brown gone and you mad. No, it was jokes then. It's jokes now.
100%.
Shut the fuck up and laugh. I'm a gorilla. Dance, monkey.
Mm.
I have no sympathy for you. Nothing has changed. That's the crazy part. Oh yeah. One thing changed. The direction of doing it. Now you got it in your face. You pissed in the air. Oh my God, someone's pissing. It's you, bitch.
Yo. He thinks they're going to send SEAL Team 6 after him.
Osama bin Laden's alleged killer. Comments on Sneako's rant making the entire world muscle.
You know, I'll say, I'm not surprised that he's a bit paranoid, right? He's been attacked in the street before. He's on the ADL website. You know what I mean? People have gone after him on IRL. Y'all gotta think, like, obviously, he's exaggerating with the whole SEAL Team 6 or whatever. I can tell you, when you live in that space, when you're on actual Twitter and you're reading the replies and you're reading what everyone says and you're looking at all the videos and your brain goes to a weird paranoid place. That kind of thing that he's having is perfectly normal.
It do make sense. It do make sense. You're seeing all these people come at you at the same time. You feel like you're justified. You've been preaching that, hey, this is what these people do. These people run all of XYZ. I understand it. Again, I was making sense, man. Sometimes you gotta break it down and listen for real.
For someone who's consuming that shit and is living in that space. On the outside, we're all looking at it like, yo, that shit's crazy. It is. But when you're in it, it's not.
It's just like when you play video games.
Yes.
And you're like, that's how y'all motherfuckers talk to each other? Hey, if it wasn't the street, it would be on site.
That is true. Sometimes you be talking to niggas while you're playing the game, and it's like, wait, if anyone talked to me like this while I wasn't playing the game, nah, we have to beef. Someone actually tried to talk to me crazy while we were playing basketball. I have to step out of the game for a second and be like, hey, yo, don't talk to me like that, gang. I don't know you like that.
But you talk, and it's really normal. Motherfuckers gonna talk about your mama, your skin color, anything. It's really crazy. I went to play Call of Duty once. Never played it again. Online?
Yes.
My days.
Yeah.
Nico was talking about how society needs to execute all gooners, and this guy had enough of it.
So you said gooners should be hung? Yeah, they should. If you're a gooner, stop being a gooner, or like interact with women and try to get one, dumbass, you loser. You need to be hung. You're a waste of space. Like, God, behind a laptop and put your life force into a sock. Yeah, you deserve to be publicly executed. Yes.
What the fuck?
All my fellas.
Because I was like, yo, what's he talking about? What are we doing? What are we doing? Niggas came like, yeah, we gotta run that back. We gotta run that shit back, because what?
Women are trying to get one, dumbass, you loser. You need to be hung. You need to be, you're a waste of space. Like, God, behind a laptop and put your life force into a sock. Yeah, you deserve to be publicly executed. Yes.
Guys, I will never get over that.
Like, God, behind a laptop and put your life force into a sock. Yeah, you deserve to be publicly executed. Yes.
Mink.
I will never get over that. Like, this is the kind of shit that makes me believe in God. Genuinely. This is why I never call myself atheist. I've always said nothing. Because I don't know, bro. But sometimes I be seeing shit. I'm like, because imagine you just sitting there yapping about violence and people getting hung, and then you get attacked seconds later. There's like a beautiful, karmic energy to it that just, and I really believe that. I really believe the kind of energy you putting out finds you. You know, the people who yap about violence and we get jumped, like, it never ceases to surprise me.
People that talk a lot, or people that bring that energy, they be getting jumped. That is true.
But that kind of beautiful, poeticness to life sometimes, that almost feels like if it was in a novel, it's almost too cheesy.
100%. This doesn't make sense that it was a random person. He had it ready like that.
Imagine you're polite.
He had it ready like that. Maybe he just didn't like you and he saw you and he was like, I mean, hey now.
Streamer who's very controversial. He does the most controversial things at times. You're constantly live streaming where you are, and you think that's someone attacking you.
They know where you are. And I mean, the background is right there. You see, like, they see you.
Okay, let's say it is Mossad. So what, they send a dude to, like, clothesline you? Like, just let's think about that. So you think like an assassin was sent to be like, hey,
Give you a nice little cuddly hug. Nah, bruh. Nah, he just didn't, like I was saying, he just didn't like you. That's okay.
hey, this is Assassin's Creed, I just wanted to
The punch was not even very accurate. So I don't think
It looked like a clothesline. You know what I mean? He looked like All Might. You know what I mean? Just, hey, what's up? That's all.
If you jump on my back again, I swear to God.
You know what though, Priest? I'm not gonna lie. Like you a strong man. It feels nice.
All right, Abba.
Just imagine like it's like a meeting of a round table of assassins all like in shadowy hoods. So you just get your carpet. I'm like, yeah, I clothesline. It's a brotherhood of assassins, and all their hit jobs are like, hey.
Look at Assassin's Creed niggas talking about, yeah, I got him with the nastiest clothesline. Hey, what up, Ray? Welcome in. How you doing, gang? How you doing? That's a sick little emoji. He up there. Come on now.
They shanked them.
7-minute rant from Iron Gaines talking about the Times Square prayer.
I think it's unacceptable for Muslims to openly pray at Times Square.
Well, it's also unacceptable.
Okay.
Unacceptable for Muslims to not pray. Like, it's unacceptable to not pray. You're supposed to be praying 5 times a day. That's unacceptable to not do that.
Why? Because the United States of America is not a Muslim country.
It's not a Christian country either.
It's not a Christian country. On the $1 bill, it's written, "In God we trust."
I swear it wasn't. Hey, I'm chilling. He said do-rag Ray. Ray, since when are you verified? God, holy big Ray in the building. Am I tripping? I just never noticed that. What the fuck? Big Ray in the fucking building, bro. That's do-rag Ray right there. That's kind of crispy still. I might add that to the emotes. We can just toss one of those out every once in a while. I'm gonna download it right now. Finna download that joint right now. Let's say do-rag Ray. I don't have a. He said I've been verified. Hold on. That's Big Ray. Never the little one, bro. Come on now. You like that? You like that for real?
They separate church and state, and at its inception, they made sure that was not part of it.
I mean, I understand that, but saying that it's not a Christian country, I understand that it's not. Wait.
Like Israel is a Jewish country. Yeah, it's part of their constitution.
Facts.
I understand, yeah. America is a country with freedom of religion. He said it a billion times. He said it to him in this debate. Founding fathers said the government of the United States is not in any sense founded on the Christian religion.
Hey, if it's facts, it's facts.
What else do you need? He's just making this up now.
It's not a Christian country. It's not a white country. It's not XYZ. How about this? It's not a fucking Muslim country, okay? You're a guest here.
I'm not a guest here.
See, that's the thing. I feel like people be talking so crazy sometimes that it's like, bro, even if you're saying the most correct thing in the world, you're talking so crazy that it's like, what was the point? What is the point of all of this? What are you trying to accomplish right now? Like, I don't get it. What's the point of what you're doing here? That's so unnecessary. My Discord's muted. And no, it's not even. Discord not muted at all. Is it? I don't think it is. It should be straight. I didn't touch nothing. Percy. Oh, wait. Are you saying my Discord in the... Hold on. Yeah, your screen audio should be there. I can share the for the stream. Got you.
Yo, you wanna play Fortnite?
I got 7 minutes on this video.
Bet.
This one.
Not bad. Why do you want to be a good slave? I was born in this country, and this is my country. I'm not a guest in my own country. Then Christians, their home would be in Palestine, where Jesus is from. Not in Ohio. If you're Catholic too, then your home would be the Vatican.
See, he's arguing all this stuff, but he's not arguing against what they're stating. Like, their vision of their country is one in which it belongs to the whites and everyone else is a guest. That's why they have the whole...
Oh, you got it already? Bet.
You're being like, I was born, it don't matter. Because in their vision, folks that look like you belong back where your parents came from. So you have to address that portion. This whole, like, correct answer does not matter for the world that they want to create. So when they're doing the whole thing...
Also true. If somebody brings up a point, you'd be like, well, I mean, in that case, wouldn't... Like, I mean, I get that. But at some point, you have to actually address the... Like, okay, yeah, sure, but... So you agree with what I'm saying? Or do you not agree with what I'm saying?
Deport people who are permanent citizens, or whatever it is. They're not arguing with the world as it is. They're arguing for the world as they wish to see it. It's not going to be me. It's going to be those people. That's not what they do. And if you think that, then you're not listening to what they're saying. Again, that's not all of them, but that's a good majority of the ones that you interact with a lot. How you going to tell people who've been there for 10 generations and some black folks that they're guests, but they really believe that?
And Times Square is highly inappropriate, not good for the religion in general. And to be honest with you, I brought my brother on, who's far more versed and religious, and he was able to cite scripture as to why it's not cool to pray on Times Square.
Not cool? There's no like Bible saying it's not cool. It says the word.
What? Ray said Hales had me on Roblox for the first time today. Yeah? What are you guys playing? What are you guys playing, yo? I used to grind Roblox crazy. Especially on My Hero. If I can remember what my Roblox account was and log into that My Hero game, y'all see the crazy amounts of work I put in this game. Cause my brother would play it a lot and I would be like, yo, I'm finna do everything I can to like out level him. So I had to put in so much work, and then I did it, and I was like, yeah, never playing this shit again.
World is a must shit. We can pray what we want, especially when it's sanctioned. We weren't blocking anybody. And this, Myron just has strong opinions about this for some reason. I don't know if it's an inferiority complex. We literally just hosted the World Cup, and every nation was out there in Times Square. The Argentinians came out in hordes. There was like 1,000 Argentinians, and they were stuck.
I mean, you can forget that. Like, if you go to Times Square at specific times of the year, if the Jewish people are doing their whole celebration there, if you go there another point, you see Christian groups, you've seen performers, you see everything.
Ray said it was like some Lethal Company mode. Okay, bad. Lethal Company. I tried that. I remember the one time I tried that game. After that, it never popped off from the game. That is true. Anyone can do anything at Times Square for real.
It's like we tolerate you Muslims.
Facts.
I'm a saint. I don't care. You're tolerated. You understand? Now you're getting a little too comfortable. You're a guest. Don't treat it like you're living here. But this is my house. I live. No, you're a guest. Now what I'm saying here is how they think. You're arguing against something completely different.
You're hosting the World Cup. Imagine, like, if we follow Myron's logic, you're hosting the World Cup, inviting people to come celebrate their nations, and you ban them from being able to wave their flag. That's his logic. You should ban everybody else's flag besides the American flag, even when you're hosting the World Cup in your nation. What? Let's be very blunt.
Hey man, I'm not gonna be the one to say it, but hey man, should be red and white everywhere I look. Not gonna hold you.
It's a show of dominance, and we are coming. You might not look at it like that. It might be
Good, Myron, you're Muslim, right? Why are you mad about the truth spreading?
You're correct, but he's doing it for the same reason you're getting cucked by all these white supremacists, because you want to be accepted. Trying to be diplomatic with them. You're looking at the people who tell you all the time they don't like Muslims, they don't like Khaled, Brown Cloud, whatever it is, and you're like, can we be friends? The same way you can do that.
Trying to make it work, trying to work it out.
Why are you siding with people you know are wrong? Are you a slave?
You're talking to yourself too.
Assalamu alaikum. Marry your cousin.
Don't be disrespectful to Muslims. I didn't say anything about you.
I'm just being honest. I mean,
I'll be friends if you want to be friends. I think Christians and Muslims can be friends. We can be friends. We both love Jesus.
Can you not just say the exact same thing? I could play his clip right after you say it, but like,
it only looks bad because you get Zionist accounts
Facts.
complaining about it.
Oh my God, he's doing the thing again. Thinks that the Christian dislike for Muslims praying in Times Square is because of Zionists and Jews. No, it's not. No, bro, you need to stop blaming everyone's dislike for you on Jews. Like that is cucked. That is super cucked.
Jews came out in hordes, 5 times more than the Muslims. You know what they were chanting? We want Mashiach. Now, this is the Antichrist. This is Dajjal. They're celebrating the false Messiah coming in a supposed Christian country by Myron standards. Did you see anybody chip out? Nope. No one peeped a word because all the propaganda is on Muslims. I mean, look, let's just be real. Okay, look, he's chipping out on Muslims. Look at the sign right here. Myron sign says, in this house, women are dumb, trannies are mentally ill, blacks are crooks, Jews run America, Indians stink. There's not one thing about white people. There's not one mention of Christians. Why
are you even asking the question? Actually there.
Yeah, it's your boy.
There's a lot of things like you can't serve two masters.
It's not weird when it's your boy and you're here like, wait, what? You, bro? It's like, yo, that's your boy, though. You've been knowing how he moves. You've been knowing how he acts. Why are you surprised now? Why is it, oh my, what? You, bro? You're telling me that you feel this way, bro? You? When your whole shtick is that you're now Muslim trying to piss people off and complain about what the Judam are saying. Now it's, you, bro? I thought we were in this together, bro. Like, why are you even complaining, bro? Fucking weirdo.
And he's trying to use one, not recognizing both these masters are in conflict. He's trying to do the whole Muslim thing, and he's trying to do the whole, like, well, I'm cool with the white supremacists. So it's like, I'm cool with the white nationalists. You can't serve them both. And you can try, y'all can pretend to make it work, y'all can kumbaya and hold hands and see, we have a difference of opinion, we're best friends. Until all of a sudden they're mocking your religion openly because that's what their political ideology is about, in part. And then you gotta sit there and take
Actual factuals.
It's just like, you're just trying to, be in both worlds. Go ahead.
You can't serve two masters that hate each other.
Okay.
Requires submission. Requires your submission in your entirety. That's what it means to have a master. It's not a failure, right? Master means that you're, so when people submit to a religion, they're giving themselves everything. Yeah. When you submit yourself to a religion, you're giving everything.
They can't contradict.
Someone else at the same time because their interests are not aligned. Right? That's the thing. You can't. You're gonna have to compromise somewhere. And when someone demands that you don't compromise, when you have faith, you have faith, you can't do that. Oh. So that's why he's having all these weird conflicts and these awkward conversations with people who are like, "Marry your cousin." It's like, what are you doing? If you really believe this, why are you sitting here while this person's shitting on the thing that you believe in and claim to church?
Facts.
We're like, you saying we're like after. Yo,
watching these folks is like a strong case study for like cognitive dissonance. It is one of them things where you're watching, it's like, what am I even looking at? It's like watching the guy from Django.
And it's weird because in a lot, I know in Christianity, it might be the same in other religions. One of your jobs is to go out and prophesy, and not prophesy, but to go speak the good of the Lord. So a lot of people take that as like, it doesn't matter where they are, who they're talking to, that's what they're finna do. So I understand that part of it, but at the same time, you're right. You're right. Why are you trying to cozy up to your enemy? But I mean, maybe there's probably scripture about that. So it's really a hard thing to juggle. All this is a real hard thing to juggle. But Sneeko, just give it up, buddy. Just go back to making the cool camera videos. You used to have some cool edited videos. It used to be a vibe. Why are we doing this now? It doesn't make a lick of sense.